So obviously with today's practice, the emphasis, red zone, short yardage, some of those situations. Any questions? Yeah, we'll list it when it comes out. He's doing well.
How was your overall week of preparation?
I think
Obviously,
good.
there's a lot of stuff,
I think
but-
good. It's our first game week collectively as a group. We'll get inside some more. Weather form like this, but I thought overall we did a good job with the schedule.
I take this question as being about Jerry, but I do mean generally with players as they come back from injuries. Are you willing to put a guy out there and eliminate?
It's real simple. It's not like there's no when there's lightning in the area and the horns blow, the decision's made, right? And so when a player's injured and he can't go, it's not like, well, I'm going to trust I just go by how we feel the reports are, and I've been encouraged.
Yeah, you meant what's he doing? Been doing well, I guess.
Who?
Jerry, you said he's doing well.
Playing well. Yeah, I mean he's doing a good job with we got 11 personnel tags with him in there, so just the change of direction down the field stuff.
Sean, when does the brain slow down a little bit on game
It
day?
doesn't stop.
Okay, is it just frenetic all week long?
So yeah, here's why. I can think of today's Friday. We have one walkthrough practice tomorrow, and I bet I can think of 7 or 8 situations where something on tape tonight looked good. We went in, put it in tomorrow, and it came up and made the difference in a game. So yeah, I think it's just ongoing.
Do you pay attention to the weather forecast?
Yep.
And so I guess how
Chance
much?
of rain. Good chance of rain later. The later in the game, the higher the chances of rain go up. Sun's coming up over our tunnel. It's a problem with the shadows. All of that.
And if there's a delay, I guess, it's not like a baseball pitcher, but still, it happens.
We were in 3 or 4 delays in New Orleans, Tampa, and you go inside, you stay stretched, you get ready to go.
Devontae's obviously cleared every hurdle that's been put in front of him.
Yep.
How much will it mean just to have him out there? And
Yeah, it'll be good. I told he and P. Ryan both, I'm anxious to see you guys run because they've gotten, a lot of work, and yet both of them are new to me, and so, as we're going through goal line and short yardage, and someone's going to get those reps, and so those two will be very active in the game.
When you're going through the flow of the game, especially early on, are your assistants, like is Lou making the call on running backs, or do you?
But we have a lot of tags that, we kind of do that on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, and then there's times a big play, guys, but there's a lot of tags within the system that put different people on the field, including the running backs.
We asked Coach Lombardi about his role on game day. So is he just kind of the voice in your head? You're the eye in
Upstairs,
the,
yeah, we've
eye
done
in
it a
the
lot
sky?
together. I can't think of how many years, but quite a bit, down in distance. Defense is up, I'll get on, what are the runs we want to get to, boys? What are the passes? We'll talk about it, make some marks on the call sheet. Same thing we do at halftime. It's kind of ongoing, halftime's really 8 minutes, right? You take a pee, and you quick go through a few things, and so it's like a throughout the game discussion, if you will, where you're going through what's looking good. Come back to this. It should be a better play. We didn't do this right. That kind of thing.
Is that after every play or after series?
After series, it was
John,
quiet during the series.
You talked about situational stuff kind of throughout camp. Said there were, I think, 43 was the number you came up with. How good do you feel about having covered as many of those?
We'll hit 7 more tomorrow. Yeah, I think the challenge sometimes with the situations pertains to your personnel as it fluctuates. And so that's why we try to talk to the team. You can't rep every tight end or every half, and so as the roster fluctuates throughout the season, making sure that maybe the players that are new understand the situation if they didn't get a rep in it during training camp. So we'll review it on Saturdays.
And
Kareem, the last 3 years, has had to be patient in Kareem Jackson
Be patient regarding
in free agency before he signed, and yet here he is again. Where were you with Kareem as you took over this
So
team?
look, all along knew he was someone that was important to this team. I can tell you exactly the events leading up to it. He's getting close. A group of us went back to Florida to attend Justin's father's funeral, including Kareem. And then afterwards, we were back at the Grove 23, a golf course there that Michael Jordan owns, having lunch. And he told George and I, he was coming. And I made the mistake. I told Kareem, go on into the gift shop and, pick up some items, stuff that's not sold out in the stores. And I have a picture, and I want you to envision the picture of Kareem with 4 shopping bags on Black Friday. And I said, I told you to pick out a few items. But I think the communication process was good, like it needs to be, and I'm glad he's back.
After all the outside receivers you brought in from other teams on the high school, what was the process getting them quickly to speed? Was there extra
Well,
meetings?
it's immediate meeting time, evenings, cut-ups, call. There's a lot that goes into it for the position coach. This league doesn't wait, and it becomes more stressful. There are times where someone comes in and they're going to play in that game, and they weren't. That comes up. Hopefully, not as much as you'd like, and so I think it's a crash course.
After all the
Did you see any?
This is your last one.
No, you're,
When do I get?
ready, but yeah, it won't change the
I didn't see any of that. I saw the results. I texted him today. Happy for him. I didn't see any of the game.
What is your take on Garoppolo, and is it any additional challenge when you're facing a quarterback in his first game in a season opener with a new team?
Well, he went to Eastern Illinois. There's 2 jerseys retired
Right.
there. One's Romo. What's the next question? Who's the other?
well, is it,
Garoppolo.
No.
yeah.
Is it you?
Yeah. I like
Eastern Airlines.
I think
You had a great
he's played well. I got to know him a little bit. We share a similar agent, and he's from Chicago. And, when you're coaching, it's probably like Mike was when I was playing. You keep track of, who's doing what. And then he gets drafted by New England. And I was a part of that with Tony in Dallas. But with Jimmy, I think he ended up breaking everyone's records. But he had a great career, and he's doing well in this league. One more.
After your years in the league, does week 1, the anticipation for it, is it still something special to you personally?
Doesn't change at all. And I think, look, you're anxious as a coach to see what you have. Usually in the first 4 weeks, you get an idea of where you're at. I've said this before, there's a race to improve every team, immediately, who's getting better. But I don't think it feels any different than any of the other week 1s that I've been a part of. I think you're anxious, there's new players. You're anxious to see where your team's at. It's like a teacher that you've had a whole semester, and this is you're getting a big exam, and you think you're, doing well, but you're anxious to see. All right.
Thanks,
Thanks, Sean.